This one thing terrifies the fuck out of men. And it's not the fear of heights, the fear of failure, the fear of love, the fear of acceptance. No. What many men are terrified of the most is being alone. And for a long time in my life, this was a massive struggle. Right now, here I am in my home, completely alone. Nobody here. Silence. Peace. And years ago, this very same scenario would have been an absolute struggle for me, because in that peace, all my internal chaos would come to the surface. My traumas, my pain, all coming up in a wave of anxiety and sometimes depression too. And I would use any fucking distraction to take me away from this pain. Porn became an addiction because of my internal affliction, because I could not sit there and process the pain. I avoided it. I ran away from it. It was a beast that eventually began to devour me from the inside out. It destroyed the relationships in my life. It broke off many of the friendships I had. I completely isolated myself from everybody. So ultimately, my fear of being alone created even more loneliness in my life. This only began to change when I finally had the fucking courage to just sit there and feel the pain, allow it to come up, try to process it in some way through writing it in my journal, and also conversations with professionals helped me massively to put myself in those extremely uncomfortable positions of expressing my true self, which I felt so shameful about, felt so embarrassed about my true self-identity. But people were willing to help. People were willing to listen to me. And this created connections in my life. I started to open up to those who were closest to me. And this allowed them to drop the barriers and express the difficulties or struggles that they were going through that I didn't even realize they had. The best friends I have today are those who I was completely fucking honest with. Because now they know that I'm not going to judge them for whatever struggles or pains they're going through, because I've gone through something similar. And I know for a fact that so many of you men hold a lot of these painful experiences within yourself. I know you've got secrets. I know you keep yourself closed off from people because you're afraid of the rejections you may feel from them. You're afraid that you'll be shamed by them. You're afraid to feel embarrassed about your fucking struggle, which ultimately creates more struggle in your life. And what I'm asking you to do is to have the fucking courage to begin opening up to someone you trust. And I'm telling you now, it's going to be an absolute fucking game changer in your life, because I, in this position today, help men to do exactly that. I have difficult conversations with men every single day, and the transformations that these men have gone through from being honest, not just with me, but with themselves, creates a life of truth, of meaning and fulfillment. Knowing they've got someone on their side. When that pain gets too much and it floors you, you've got someone there who's going to help you get back up again and to move forward. Men need men.